DFA, MSA, NMNSCCA, FRSCCA. But these are people who know if event ordinary need to. Our roads are still being built. Yeah, the roads are still being built by Lebanese, Chinese, and then the Oluwole construction companies that some of these political parties actually starts. Nothing can really be built with all these brains. You see Nigerians outside, like all over the world, who are actually putting to practice what they have out there, right? They excel out there, but when you go back to Nigeria, they want to become political appointees. You see engineer that should be interested in floating a national construction company, that they can say this is Nigerian Julius Baja. You know what I mean? Like creating an avenue, a tradition where people can say, oh, this was Nigerian made, this one is Nigerian design, this one, like that. And you can see them as, in international markets all over the world. No. Appointment in it. Appointment in it. Engineer where they built 15 trillion naira road. Devoluma you of a boy. He brags that he's engineer too. I am engineer. Oh, he's such an engineer. They can't build anything. Nothing. Our supposed health, practitioners and all of them, because those people we supposed discover things, they have been frustrated to the point that people just wanted the certificate. They just wanted the paper thing to just get out of that place. They're not interested in impacting in their own society. They are going to school to learn how to rob and steal from the people, steal from the government, gain access to government and loot money. So their schools are of no use. That is why when you look at me and be like, I am Dr. What is your first name, sir? Let's go straight to the point, because soon now, I'm going to talk, say we're supposed to talk to doctors with respect. I mean, they need respect for anybody to any invention, to add any value. I don't have respect for you. What respect should I have for you when you are actually an enabler yourself, right? Scientists, you can see this one, they say this one, a Nigerian scientist. Babakile invent. Do you find anything recently? Say where I found I discovered blind mosquitoes. Nobody knows if a mosquito is blind. So I did the research and I found a blind mosquito in the creek of Ilaje in Ondo State. Research blind mosquito. Yeah, there are blind mosquitoes. What value when you add more and share? What value would that one add to this situation at Barawai? Then they will go on TV. You see this one is a scientist, Nigerian. Can they invent? Yes, sir. Who add value? Like you found this problem, then you created this, you create the solution and say, thank God, oh, now because of your invention, oh, now he saved 10 million children from becoming crippled from Bele. No. They want to be appointed to political office. They will come write this title, engineer Magbagbeola. Ola o se tenikan ṣoṣo. Say engineer when it sir. What kind of engineer are you? And what have you really done to add value to that same society than to rip people off? So can you value education in here, Gono? Some of them are like, they can speak correct English. So they you will kind of wonder, say, oh, more. How come people say now school dropout, people will not go school at all? And then can they control people who go school? You know why? Because most of people, most of those who claim to be educated in Nigeria, they did not go to school because they want to invent anything. Or they went to school to learn how to read and write and calculate money, so that if they have to shit and take their chances, they can say, I went to school. It is not about inventing or helping anyone. That is why you see them, they went to school, they are looking for a job. You understand? So I don't understand all this, I'm not ridiculing, because I know say a lot of you invested so much to get your education. I'm just challenging you, Neil. What is value of their education? Engineer, doctor, this. Now drug dealer, they control the country. Then you have a professor, Professor Yakubu. Remember him, Professor Yakubu. Professor Yakubu, a man should be fraudster. Professor Yakubu, a man should be fraudster. Professor, the rig election for school dropout, drug dealers, human traffickers, pickpockets, treasury looters, eh? Like, how do you actually explain that? Those of you who go school, imagine me, Professor Mayegun. Professor Mayegun, it took me 12 years to become the GO of this temple that speaks offhand enough that I could get anyone who claims to be so educated, interested, and glued to reason beyond that nonsense that they want to flaunt on our faces. What value is that adding? I'm a professor in this area. This is my field now. I've gained the experience. I've paid the prices. I could be given an issue today. What? Because I've added value. I am adding value. I am adding value. I'm actually getting you to reason and look around you and react accordingly to your environment before it takes you. I am adding value. But you see, professor, you see this one, they are all out there like, like vultures, waiting to take it their pound, with any opportunity. Educated people are worshiping money. It's a problem. Education was supposed to kind of enrich you, enrich your mind. That material things shouldn't kind of drive you. You should have a purpose. That's why you have education. You must have a purpose. Something. You live for something. No. Live for clinic. Take advantage. Take chances. Education is nothing where they have all their greed. And greed blinds. You know that. It does. And then you see what greed does. It destroys the greedy. And it destroys the neighbor of the greedy. Now all of us go collect. So can you value education in here? No. Education in here, can you value? They went to school. They joined banks to rob people. They went to school to join politics, to rob people, not to add any value. Do you know who you are talking to? I had PhD in aeronautic. Emma upset me. I respect her, I am talking about the value. Exact value derived from all these paper certificates to fly about. And if it's about paper certificate, somebody gets certificate from a school before they founded the school. They graduated from a school before they started the school at all. Is your president today? Professors, professors from schools, they are falsifying figure because they were paying them 1 million, 2 million to rig election, only for the same professor to turn around and begin to carry placard. Solely. Hey, your education actually doesn't really have value. Educated people are supposed to change the society for the better. Educated people. That's what education is. You were supposed. It was education that brought so many inventions you've seen. Education. It changes life. It changes people. It changes the trajectory of their lives. What does educated illiterates, what do you think they had to the people? They destroy every fabric of it. They dehumanize you. You are educated, but you are dehumanized in a place where your value is written. Sorry, your value is rated in the color of the currency that they hold. If I go to, I think I have some currencies here too, by the way. I usually show that off. Every time I want to make the Ronokus realize that I am only trying to save them. Sure you get. When I say save them, right? I have an opportunity to probably pretend that I don't know what's going on in that contraption, right? But because I know that the greedy will not only destroy themselves, they will destroy their neighbors too, like you are witnessing today. Now, when you flash, man, there are so many of them that this is their value. If this is your value in life, if this is something that once you see them, your countenance will change. About only value, man. You have what? You have no value. And that is what greed does. So if you are educated and flashing Owobai, will begin to make you feel like, don't worry, $1 ni, show repete. But at least mole flaunt. So what I'm saying is that if you now kind of have your education, okay, will person will go school, you go school, but paper by controls you. You are a waste in here. That's why you have your educated professors in schools, educated people with the pass knowledge to other younger people. They join the bandwagon of rigging elections only for them to come back later and protest that their salaries have been stolen by the people they rigged for. Their pensions have been stolen by people they rigged for. But they are educated. If we education win here, then they do it again and again and again, even when they retired. Oh dear man, no. It's impossible. So if you man question a lot, right? I question things a lot. I say, oh, education, yesha, or you are all going to school to go and learn how to read and write so that you can learn how to forge the law, how to change the law, how to manipulate the system, how to falsify the figures, and indeed, just to make yourself feel rich. Why millions of others can possibly go to places. So what can you value education when ordinary paper? I get Americans here. I've got 2 Americans in my room here, all right? Where paper, you are valued by paper, and you can change anything about your position. You can compromise your own whatever it is because of paper. Any value. I just thought I should say that. Going forward, I have a brother here who believes that it is only foolish people, losers, that shared messages of hatred, especially the tribal one. Testimonial.
21st of August 2024, and the time now is exactly 12 noon. Real quick here. Yesterday, being 20th of August 2024, was supposed to be the date for the mega hashtag Igbo Must Go protest, has been pushed and announced by some good-for-nothing elements in the Southwest and most especially in Lagos State. Now, I waited yesterday to see if you people will have the audacity, if you will have the guts to carry out that protest. Well, let me rightly say here that I am disappointed because it turns out that you people are just a bunch of toothless street dogs. Because if I say toothless bulldogs, it means I'm even hyping your nonsensical, idiotic profiles. Now listen to me and listen carefully. You are saying hashtag Igbo must go. What is the reason why you want the Igbos to go? You said they are taking over your land. Go and ask your state governments. Go and ask your traditional fathers. Go and ask your local government chairman. Go and ask your local community community heads. Go and ask them. When the Igbos bought the land, did they not pay? No, did they not pay you? That was how Lagos State told us that Dangote got that land for free until Dangote said he paid $100 million for that land. That land where the Dangote refinery is sitting right now. Did they not pay you? If you think you are being intimidated by the Igbos, if you think the Igbos are intimidating you, it is simple. Compete with them. Compete with them. If you see any business they are doing that they are intimidating you with, go venture into that same business. Compete. Let me use myself as an example. I am a Yoruba man. Ọmọ Ẹ̀gbá ọmọ Lísàbí tí ó gbọ́dọ̀ fọwọ́ sí ju ilé bàbá tó bí lọ́mọ ni mí. Àwa lọ́mọ Olúmọ. Now let me tell you something. Where I work is owned by an Igbo man from Imo State. There are over 50 of us working under this man. But there are only 4 Yorubas among the 50s. There are those from Delta State, Edo State, and Igbos. Majority of the workers are Igbos. But guess who is the West African manager? A Yoruba man from Ondo State. But the company is owned by an Igbo man. I am a Yoruba man from Ogun State. Alright? And I'm one of the senior staffs in his company. Alright? Let me tell you, he pays me even more than some of the Igbos. I am doing well more than some of... Listen, we are just about 4 Yorubas. But you know what? We were not intimidated. Let me use myself. Matter of fact, My presence sometimes intimidates some of my colleagues that are Igbos. My presence intimidates them. My boss is an Igbo man. Stop being stupid like you are beefing your destiny helper. Imagine me now beefing my boss. I go fit dey where I dey today. Common sense is not common. If e common, all of una go get am. Hashtag Igbo must go, Igbo must go. Imagine Shakiru, see Razaki, see Kamo, wey dey for one room for face me, I face you. Even dey owe your landlord 7 months, you never pay. You dey tell Emeka, wey dey live for 5-bedroom duplex, wey dey import 20-feet container every month, tell am to leave Lagos. If you leave Lagos, how much be the tax wey you dey pay for Lagos? See, stop being stupid. Okay? Those idiots that are pushing that narrative on Twitter, they are getting paid. They are getting paid. They are getting bankrolled by the... No, they are being bankrolled by the state government. And you are here. You are here advertising your stupidity. Igbo must go. Go where? Igbo must go where? Igbo must go where? You said that they are taking over your land. The Igbos are taking over your land. Y'all are just a bunch of idiots. The mega rally. Hashtag Igbo must go. August 20. No going back. I waited yesterday. I didn't even see a single person raise one placard. Y'all are just a bunch of toothless street dogs, like I said earlier. Get something to do with your...
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please. Forget it.
Forget it. Yeah, I just thought I should share that with you, that even though I have done my own best on this platform to make us understand that those who are pushing the tribal hate, the hatred against the tribes and all of that, they are sponsored by Sanwo-Iku of Lagos. So these are people who are sponsoring them. You will be so stupid to join them simply because somehow they appeal to your bias. These guys don't give a damn about Yoruba. They don't give a damn about you. Or you remaining angry and hateful towards people who have done you nothing. It is to their own advantage. It is. So it's going to be like foolish of you to continue to help them push that. But Baba, since we know if you shame the shameless, no problem. We'll keep exposing those, that guy called them the low lives. I like that. Bunch of losers. I like that too. Because there are those that will tell you today in Yoruba land, right? That if we begin to talk about tribe, like some of them were saying, Yoruba job for the Yoruba people. It's okay. How many Yoruba job they? If all of us want now, can they use that tribe, this tribe, that? If you are not foolish, listening to APC, that don't give a damn, push you into poverty. Can they use you to defend the madness? Where is Yoruba job? Where is Yoruba business? Where and how are these guys promoting and supporting all this Yoruba stuff? They don't give a damn about you. Yoruba is weary, Olotale family. Otale family, right? Oshe big boy from Odumeji. Pasoki, Oshupaki, everybody they praise you and all of that. Some of you don't even get anything, you don't get any inheritance. Baba you ni àwọn ọmọ ìran baba you ni kí ló tin pé kò ní táyà dé kó máa ní kẹ̀kẹ́. Baba you ni nǹkan kan. Àwọn majority ọ̀nà ìran ni wọ́n, you know what I mean, but àwọn ọmọ ológun ajẹbíríkì la máa ń pè wọ́n Jẹ̀bú, ọmọ ológun ajẹbíríkì. Those who blame other people for their misfortune and for their own problems, okay? But themselves. There are Yorubas who knows very well that there is something about us. Okay, I am talking about the industrious and then the curious ones among us who really wanted to, the progressives, not these urchins. You know what I mean? These cretins and all that. Bent in spoiling the name of the Yoruba people. The Omoluabis. They call people Omoale because of a drug dealer. Papa mi ori iru eri láyé mi. You know? So I am happy that there are many Yorubas